Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can see from the title, your girl Amber is here to give you a couple of dating tips. Did film this makeup look. It is coming in an upcoming video that will be posted on Sunday. So if you want to see how I got this look as well as hear another dating horror story, make sure that you click that subscribe button. So, all right, so let's just jump right into it. Dating tip number 5, okay? And I'm looking down because I have this written down because I want to make sure that I don't skip anything. Don't limit yourself to just bars and clubs. We're in the era of technology and we need to be using it to the best of our advantage. So that's always just a really good option is dating apps. Every dating app has a different vibe, and that would be a different video if you guys want me to go into details in regards to that. But outside of dating apps, explore blind dates. You know, if someone mentions to you that they have a friend that they think that you would mesh well with, take that opportunity. You have to remember this. If this is a friend or an associate, it's someone who knows you and they think they know enough about you, and they are now seeing someone else who they know and they think they know enough about, and they think that your two personalities mesh. Now, it could be in the end that you guys don't work out or that you decide not to move forward because there's no chemistry or you're not attracted to the person, but be open to people introducing you to people that they think would be a good fit for you, because a lot of people have found success that way. I mean, look at Tamia and Grant Hill. It was literally because I believe Aretha Franklin was like, oh, I think you would be great. And they're still married to this day. And they've been married like over half of my lifetime. Let's just be real. Also, don't be afraid to respond to a DM. I know, I'm saying it. Sometimes people will slide in those DMs and you'll be like, nope, not interested. But there are a lot of people who have found successful relationships from talking to someone that initially was just in their direct messages. I mean, it's an avenue. I'm not saying that you have to be open to every single person that messages you, because some people are just ignorant. But I think a lot of us women know that we get a lot of, I don't know if it's the same for men, but I know for girls, typically we get a lot of messages in our inbox from people who are often interested. And you don't have to necessarily go out on a date with that person, but what's wrong in scrolling through their page and maybe just going into a quick conversation with them just to see if you guys have any interest, you know, that where it could go any further. Tip number 4. It's probably going to go off a little bit bad for some of you guys. You're going to think, I'm not doing that. But it's simple. Always be presentable. And I know it sounds old school, but the fact remains that when you just are randomly running to the store, or you're just gonna go stop by your friend's house, you never know who you're gonna meet. I'm not saying that you have to be in a full face of makeup, but I'm saying be presentable to the point to where if someone stopped you to have a conversation, you wouldn't feel awkward about what you had on or what you were looking like. It's simple. What you put out is what you bring in. When I was at a point where I was actively looking to date more, I always made sure that I was just, you know, presentable. A lot of us ladies know that usually when you're looking your worst is when the guy wants to talk to you. I don't know what that's about, but that is the case. But if that's your worst, then the guy's thinking like, wow, what do I have to look forward to when she actually gets dressed, to when she's actually ready to go out? It's like she's going to be 10 times more beautiful if this is her just running to the store. And again, I'm not saying be glammed up, but I'm saying just take the extra step to maybe put your hair in a little bun, you know, maybe put on a little lip gloss, maybe make sure your knuckles ain't ashy. I mean, just make sure that you're presentable. I think that's pretty self-explanatory, because at the end of the day, like I said, you never know who you're going to meet. Number 3, number 3. And this kind of goes back up to number 5, in utilizing dating apps. Specifically, I push this a lot because I feel like there are plenty of dating apps out there. Now, I know in the past and prior years, people heard dating apps and they thought, oh, desperate. But if you think about it, dating apps are a way for you to actually screen the person that you're going to be dating. You get a glimpse to see, okay, even on just the superficial level, what they look like, how tall they are. And some profiles include what their interests are, you know, what their sign is. Some people are very tuned into astrology, so that's something that they want to know, you know, up front. Sometimes it may say that this person is a smoker. You know that you don't want to be with a smoker. So it cuts out a lot of time of you not knowing things about another party without being invested. You're literally just scrolling at that point. If you don't like what you see or you don't like what they're saying, you have the option of not moving forward with that and clicking out of it. And you get a more detailed, in-depth, like, look at this individual. When utilizing dating apps, it is important for you to make sure that you present yourself accurately. Don't make up stuff about yourself that you know is not true. Don't say that you want something, you know, casual when you know that you want something serious. And full body pics. Ladies, it does not matter what you look like. Men, it does not matter what you look like. Somebody likes that. Somebody is okay with that. Don't try to hide that role. Don't try to, I mean, of course, take pictures that are flattering, but take full body pictures so somebody can know, okay, she's really petite, or okay, you know, she's thick, or okay, you know, this is a chubby girl, this is a BBW. You want to take those full pictures so that, again, you have an accurate representation of yourself. And this goes for whether you're plus size, whether you're athletic, whatever your build or body is, you want that to be shown. So in my opinion, full body pics are, you know, always the way to go. Tip number 2, stop planning your future on sight. Like, a lot of people just, you know, they meet someone and they automatically have an idea of what this person is and who this person is, when you need to just take the time to actually get to know the person. You don't need to say, oh, he's probably a player, or oh, he's probably a simp. Get to know them. How hard is that to let them tell you who they are, and then you can actually make an accurate assumption of who they are. Learn the person inside and out, because at the end of the day, even if you guys choose not to date, that person can still end up being an amazing friend. I have someone who was introduced to me and we dated, and we knew that we weren't going to work as dating, but we remained friends for a really long time, and he is one of my closest friends. And I know that I can call on him at any point in any time, and he's always going to be there for me, because we established that relationship, that friendship of knowing each other early on. And I remember in one of our second dates, he said to me, he was like, no matter where this goes, me and you are going to be friends forever. And that's what you want to kind of be looking to build when you go into these dates, even if it's something small or something minor, you know. My number 1 rule as far as not planning ahead is don't pretend to be laid back, uninterested, and looking for a fling when you know what you really want is a relationship. Like, that is, you're setting yourself up for failure. Don't be having conversations with a guy and telling him, oh yeah, I don't trip. You can do whatever you want to do. Like, I do me, you do you. When you know that you are screenshotting messages and comments under his pictures, when you know you didn't create a whole fake account on social media so that you can track him and follow him. Like, sis, you just told him the full opposite. So he's probably thinking, oh, this is laid back. When I want something serious, it's not going to be her, because she's already made it clear she doesn't want it. Like, that, you just shot yourself in the foot. Whereas if you had to set your expectations earlier and been honest and said, you know what, I am looking for a relationship. I want to take things slow, but I do want a relationship. Then that guy would know, okay, I know that this girl, if I want to be serious, is someone that I could potentially grow with, because that's something that she's looking for, versus just flat out saying, oh, I'm just trying to hook up when you know that's not what you're trying to do. That it's stupid and so many girls do it. And their reasoning is always, I don't want to scare him away. Well, if you're looking for something serious and this guy has no plans on ever being serious, why waste your time? Why would you want to be involved with someone who does not want the same thing as you? Why waste your time? Time is money and we all need money, okay? And number one, my number one rule in all of this dating madness is to have fun. At the end of the day, it's not a bad thing to be single. It's not the end of the earth. You can really grow and learn who you are by being single. By dating, you actually are cultivating who you want to ultimately be with so that you don't settle. You know, okay, I don't want to date a guy who works nights. That didn't work for me. The balance isn't good. It doesn't fit into my lifestyle. Or I want to date a guy who has the same culture as me because it's too hard explaining my holidays and my beliefs. And I don't want to force somebody to believe what I believe. Whatever the case may be, dating helps you figure that out. And you have to remember to have fun. At the end of the day, it's not that serious. You're going out, you're meeting people, you're mingling, you're networking. That's what dating is. And at the end of the day, if you happen to come across someone that you have chemistry with and that things gel well, then that's even better. But you can't walk into the date on the first date telling your homegirl, girl, I'm about to see if I can get a picture of us standing next to each other so that we can go ahead and Photoshop it and put it on my vision board for my wedding. No, you can't do that. In most cases, most people who are in serious long-term relationships, when they found the person, they weren't even necessarily looking. They weren't on the prowl like that. It's something that just naturally happened. And that's what I'm telling you. It will naturally happen. Don't force it. Don't force it. And I know I only said I was going to give you 5, but my bonus clip is no matter what the circumstances are of what you're looking for, whether you're just looking for a friend, whether you're looking for something serious, whether you're looking for a fling, always make sure that the person that you are choosing to enter into that type of relationship with is quality. Because if that person is quality and you like different attributes about them and you guys have chemistry, if the dynamic changes and you guys decide to move it into a different type of relationship, you're not settling. You're not ending up with a guy with no job who has no interest in you because you fell into a situationship. So always make sure that every single person that you date, no matter how simple or flingy it is a person of quality that you could potentially see yourself being with, someone that you match with, someone that if they called you, you wouldn't be like, okay? So that's all the tips that I have here. Make sure to go ahead and comment below and just tell me, you know, what dating tips do you find that I gave you that you think you can implement into your own lifestyle, or what of these worked for you to where you now have a successful relationship? Well, anyways, that's all, guys. I will be back with another video for you guys. My upload dates are Wednesday and Sunday, so stay tuned. Love you, mean it. Bye.